Hello and welcome everybody to Tier 1's round 3 race at Imola. You've joined Desert 10 in the commentary box, and we're just sort of gearing up to begin the session. So let me just pop the announcement out and then we'll be good to go. So let's run through what happened last week as we wait for everyone to ready up. Fallow took home the victory in round 2 at Belgium, and Nesbay ended up being second, and Creations ended up taking the last spot on the podium. So yeah, there was a few sort of changes to the results in the end, to how they actually finished on track. But we've reached round 3 and it's looking like it will be one amazing championship. The standing's very close in both championships. And we join Imola here in the rain as well. So more chaos, more drama will undoubtedly unfold in front of our eyes here. No idea what it will be like for the race, but maybe this will make some of the drivers think about altering their setups. So that's what they had to do last week in Belgium. End up being half a wet race, so some people sacrifice their qualifying. As we see, the countdown has begun. 16 drivers currently out on track, or in the pits at least. No one out on track just yet. Let's bring up. What should we bring up? Oh, it's full wets, that's for sure. I don't think there's any doubt of that. It's, McLaren, yep, coming out of the pits. Got a track map up as well. And let's follow the solitary McLaren. He is first out on track. Slowing things down from my point of view. And he's followed out of the pits by Harvey. So last week's winner leading the way. Might be the first to put a time on the board. Confidence is going to be high in that seat. He loves the wet conditions, and no wonder he wanted to be first out on track to put down a marker. You see on the track map more cars coming out. So always find that Imola is one of those tracks where you'll be opportunistic, take your chances. Not very many overtaking spots, but once you're in a flow, corners can come at you quick, so it's good to get into a rhythm here. And the curves can be a bit menacing on exit. As we see, I'll come down the hill on the penultimate. By the way, Titan's on Inters, which is an interesting call. But let's go on board with Fallow then. Last week's winner will be the first to put time on the board. He crosses the line. No DRS because we are in the wet. Comes down to a little kink, which is turn 1. For it's first chicane, 2 and 3. Easy to get these wrong. He's kept it in bounds. Tricky in the wet though. Tamburello's next, and he's got round that pretty nicely. And then speed down to the Villeneuve chicane. Pissed the inside of the 2 curves. Nice run on exit, and then you come to Tosa. Different lines you can take round this one. I'm using the curb on exit. come up to Piratella. Don't easily misjudge that one, but Fallow doing a good job here. Counter up with Minerali, probably the most famous combination of turns. Come back up the hill. Do variante outer, where you can easily invalidate on entrance and exit. No sign of that here though in the McLaren. Down to turn 13. And then Rivazza, two 90-degree left-handers. And he nailed the last corner. That's pretty nice. Little wobble on exit, but that doesn't matter too much. Barron will be putting his time on the board. It's a 1:27.913. We did see that it was Harvey next, so let's see him just race to the line. Is he anywhere near? He is. In fact, he's gone out a second quicker. Harvey really finding the form again. Back on controller, confidence also high. Quite a few wobbles in some of the races. Could be a challenging time to beat. Here comes Creations, 1:28.1. Miggy's putting 1:29.1. And JVG, as I'm going to call him, in the Williams, 1:28.4. So, real variety. And the other Ferrari as well, 27.5 and positive. Let's F1 at 29 dead. Who's next? Is that Kev next? Will be next across the line. He's done a valid lap. He's going to end up at 29.8. Hurricane 1:28.1 beats his teammate. Vatari next is that Raptor. Raptor goes quickest, 1:26.4. He's turn assists off, but he's putting an absolute worldie time there. So that's your first run's done. The 6 still haven't put in a time yet, including the 2 marks. On board with Franek in his fast lap. He's invalidated, so stay on board with Vasco Dan, I think. The yellow flag in sector 2, but I don't think that's anything to worry about. And so we're on board with Vasco Dan. And just watch him change the can reviews up for you. I'm going to invite an Asbate. Right, so Franek's going to try again. Is he? No? I think... Yeah, he is on a flyer again. He's got a few cars in his way though. They really need to not disrupt his run here. There's an AlphaTauri off the track. Doing all sorts just to get out of his way, avoid the penalty. Minerali can spin it on exit if you get too much of the curb there. It's a lovely corner to get out of if you get it right. Through the chicane. And now we'll race down back into the final 2 corners. Round the left-hander. Where's Franek going to put himself? Put himself P2. Love to see it. The former title protagonist. Put himself up there. Positive though. Just jumped him. So, these guys really putting in some competitive times. Oh, and we see Franek just spin it out of... What was that? Turn 4, Tamburello. Now some more of the guys trying the inters. Lafter goes quicker again, 126.1. Love that. Is he looking like the one to beat? Picked up some form. Back end of last season as a reserve. He's reserving again. And looking well ahead of the field. Merckx still not going out. Let's see what Titan's putting together. He's invalidated. Nothing just yet. So is Titan going to go again? Yeah, he's not finding those inters that bad. In the meantime, no, he's called it a day on those wets. Putting a few laps there. Let's stay on board. Or stay watching Titan. Ooh, getting on some of the grass there. Some of the other drivers are joining him on the inters, but he'll be the first to put in a time, I think, on that green striped tyre. Manages to keep this in bounds. On turn 8, yellow flag in front of him, that's a Ferrari. He's just letting him through. No, I think he's had a bit of an incident. Either way, Titan doesn't seem too disrupted. Ooh, just about kept it in bounds there. Now, what do you do around this chicane? Oh, that was nicely cut. Love that. Back down the hill. Braking in that section in the wet. Driver's really got to be on the ball with their braking zone there. Ooh, bit squirrely out of the final corner, but it's a race to the line. Titan, what's he going to put in? Only good enough for 131.6, so maybe that isn't the tyre to be on. Guy who came second in Tier 2 last season. Only 12th. A few others out on laps, it looks like. A Williams and an Alpine. Sniggy's invalidated. So we'll jump on board with JVG. Just started his lap. Also on that green stripe. Also got a green and white helmet to match. Solitary Williams driver for now in Tier 1. Love a teammate, so if anyone watching wants to think about joining up, please do join the server, send us your TT times and we can look at that. I think, oh, JVG, yep. Just found it a little bit too wet, is he? For those tyres. Just tried to get some heat in them, I think. I don't think this is going to be a competitive time. I think he's just trying to generate some heat in there. He's 2.5 seconds down. So, not going to hit him. We'll jump back on board with Smiggy. And Red Bull behind him as well. Oh, Smiggy looks up though. 4 tenths up. First sector. Has he just managed to go out at the right time? Dry line forming on the circuit. It doesn't look that dry. Maybe something's forming though. soon as he completes that for Minerali, he races up to the end of Sector 2. See what he's put on the board. He's 1.2 up, basically. Graphic shows fastest Sector 2, but that's not always right. I think everyone will be keeping an eye on this one. But the signs are looking good. The Alpine driver will be jumping right up the order. Sprint to the finish. From 10th he jumps up to 6th. Time from the Alpine. Who's next across the line? Looks like Titan again. And Titan, I think, can't improve from 13th. And we've got Kevin Iolater who's going round. That's it. I don't know if he improved that. Hurricane. Nope. Basketball Dan, is that? Oh, I think it's Creations. He snuck under the radar and put a 127.2 on the board. I just say, looking at Tharlo, he's not been out since that first run. So I think he's a bit of a dark horse, you know. Hurricane. Starting his lap? Yes. Got an Aston Martin. I think it's... No, it's an Alpha Tauri. Raptor. Timing in the top right, all wrong. 126, 126. He's gone quicker again, has he? As Armour King. Oh, no, he's retired on track. He's had an incident there. The end of Sector 1. There's more shuffle. Basketball Dan's putting a great time. 127.8 puts him 7th. Titans put it in the pits. Hard to keep a track of now. Just looking at the track map. Annihilator being followed by JVG, I think it is. Kevin Annihilator. They improve. No improvement there. JVG does jump up a few places to 7th. Basketball Dan next? No. His Creations, he stays 4th. Oh, there's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Is that a Ferrari who's had a bit of an issue? Or is that positive letting everyone go? Smiggy? Nope. Hurricane's invalidated. Next is the Merc of Matthews, only on an outlap. As Tharlo. Right, no improvement there. We're going to jump on board with Matthew because this is his first flying lap. Left it late in the day. Less than 2 minutes left. Maybe he knew something that we didn't. Or keeping hold of some tyres. I don't know. Pressure on though, with his teammate retiring with no time on the board. So he'll be last. Barring DSQs. 27.6 for the first sector. He comes back up the hill. Yellow flag's behind him, but he doesn't care. Matthew wanting to get his championship back on track. Following an incident last week. He's negotiated those corners nicely. Finishes Sector 2 with a 57.8. Nicely cut from the Mercedes driver. Further ahead, I think others are starting their final runs. I don't think there's any change in the order. Hurricane's gone at the 5th, actually. It's gone under the radar. Matthew, though, where's he going to end up? Oh, he's ended up 3rd. 126.4. Tharlo, 126.1. I did say he was one to look out for. Raptor, 124.9. Oh, my word. What a time that is. Next invalidated, so It won't matter about that one. Smiggy's behind him though. In his slipstream, he's also invalidated. Titan, also invalidated. Basketball Dan will be next. What a time that is, by the way, though. Raptor. Basketball Dan jumps up to 6th. Great time. 1:26.7. Track really ramping up here. Creations, his teammate, is the next across the line. Where's he going to end up? Oh, he's second. 25.6. Kev. No, he's not. Harvey. Ah! Positive! Oh, he's only second. 25.3 from him. And Nesbe, I think, is next. Oh, he's gone up to third at 25.4. What a qualifying this is. Harvey up to 5th. Hurricane. Oh, good enough for 7th. Matthew, has he got one more run in here? Where's he going to end up? Oh, he's gone up to 4th at 1:25.5. Raptors got put another one in. Oh, 24.5. Oh my word. Fallow. No, he sacked it off. The Haas drivers, I don't think. Is Frantic on a serious lap? Yes, he is, because he's gone P4. The shake-up of the order, I could have done with some help here. I apologise if I missed anyone. But we've ended up. Oh my words, how many times did the order change? What a qualifying that is, though. Raptor takes it by almost 8/10. So there's your rundown of the quali results. Raptor takes pole position. Positive, Enesbe, 2nd and 3rd. Frantic, Matthew Creations, Smiggy, Harvey, Fallow, Hurricane complete the top 10. Basketball Dan 11th, JVG 12th. Kevin Annihilator 13th. Alex F1 14th. Titan 15th. And Armour King 16th. But that sets the race up, I think, nicely, to be fair. So it's looking like a dry race. Which will probably delight many. Well, not Thallow, because he is like the rain master in Tier 1, but... yeah, it does mean that we get, obviously, a bit of DRS, maybe a bit more overtaking. Maybe less incidents on track, but I still would expect maybe some sort of safety car. Maybe that will play into the way the drivers think about their strategies, think about their fuel. We'll just give them just a few more moments for them to prep themselves. Alright, let's get them ready up. Let's see what they've gone with. I've no idea what the expected strat is around here. Kind of just jumping in the deep end with me on comms, and then definitely with me in race tomorrow. But if anyone sort of is watching this and takes fancy at watching Tier 2 tomorrow for even probably more chaos and more fun, yeah, I'm not sure who will be on comms. But same time tomorrow for Tier 2. Could be interesting. But back to the matters in hand. Ah, there you go. Predicted pitch drop. One stopper medium hard. Standard 50%. See, tyres, yes, good mix up, love to see it. Front 5 on hards. Creations throwing the curveball nearer the front with the mediums, as is Smiggy on the softs next to him. Those two definitely are in a party, by the way. So I wonder if they've thought about taking into account maybe an early incident. As I said, Harvey on hards, Tharlo on hards behind them. And it's 4 medium runners. Hurricane, Basketball Dan, JBG and Kevin. Alex on hards, Titan on softs, Armour King on hards. So, none of the teams really splitting strategies, apart from maybe Alpine. The other teams have got their drivers on both the same tyres, or Alpha Tauri as well, but we're just seeing it's very quick, by the way, formation lap by it seems. Wanting to get round and obviously generate heat in those hard tyres. Could be slow off the line, but then again, the 4 behind him have matched him on the tyres. So obviously the ones to look out for will be Nathan's in 6th, Swiggy in 7th. Can they make an impression on the veterans in front of them, Matthew and Franick? I will do my best to capture everything, but I am bound to miss a load of things. I'm very ill as well, so that's why I sound terrible on comms, and I apologise to any Tier 1 driver who's planning on watching this back after they win a Storming race here. Oh, as we see a Haas spin round. Alex F1? Yeah. Love to see it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we'll jump the positive, because that's the better camera view. 5 lights have gone out. And we are off at Imola. And, oh, a pretty even start by the looks of it. Nesbe's got off to a cracker. Creations. Oh, no, Smiggy's not made the soft tyre work. He's lost a place as we come down to turn 1. Watch out for the sausage curves. There's a few gone over it. The Alfa Romeo had to go round into the gravel trap, but the Ferraris are 2nd and 3rd. And there's a yellow flag. It's Alex F1 who had problems getting back to the grid. Vallo's gone backwards as well. What's happened there? He's round the end of sector 1. But Raptor leads away. He's already a 2nd clear. Genuine pace from this Alpha Tauri. Kevin and I later and Titan are fighting in 13th and 14th. They're both on softs and mediums. The hard runners getting off really well though. And the gamble taken by the other drivers not really paying off. Pascal Dan's done all right, must be said. Oh, as we see a car go very wide there. I'm just going to jump onto position changes. Harvey up 5. It's Matthew and Franek. Side by side. Matthew's gone wide. Oh, and then he's been hit. Oh no. Matthew falling down the order. Raptor takes the fastest lap after lap 1. So Harvey, the big winner in all of this. Matthew goes into the pits. Despite going onto the gravel early doors, he's done all right, really. Come away in P4. He's Smiggy, though. We're just hoping for something a little bit extra on that, but they've done okay. Pascal Dan done really well. So Armour King as well, done really well. Some real big losers in all of it. Nick Fallow, it's down 1. Matthew down 11 now. I'm hoping the safety car will save his bacon. So, Raptor second clear, as I said. Positive chasing him down though. The reigning champion and his teammate behind him as his rear gunner. He's looking quite strong this season. And Esme going wide. Is that going to open the door for creations? And chase him down to Rivazza. Franek and Cam Annihilator. Franek trying to get back on course as Raptor puts in another stonking lap. And back on board. One of the Red Bulls. Pascal Dan. Well, I'll tell you what. 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Red Bulls and Alpines. So, some good team battles there as we've just seen creations go wide. Does that mean Smiggy's got a bit of a chance here? Nothing doing just yet. Round Tosa. No, it was a real train forming though. The front 3 are well away from the rest of them. And then there's a nice gaggle of cars up to 11th. Titan last in this flurry of cars before one of the Haas's and Franek trying to get his race back on track. As I say, oh, Titan looking on Armour King, nothing doing there. Oh, Basketball Dan. Franek could first pick up a penalty. Basketball Dan going to try on his mate Hurricane here. He's going the long way round. Oh no, that was on Smiggy in fact. Nothing doing there. As I say, really hard to make some overtakes on this track. It's narrow at times. So it's about taking your opportunities when others make mistakes. Let's jump further forward. Positive. Ooh, just going a little bit off track there, but that's fine. Just getting into a rhythm. Just keeping track of Raptor. You've got to keep an eye on this though. So many cars all together here. Matthew puts in the fastest lap of the race. Trying to claw back 20 plus seconds. He's got to Alex F1, his closest car. So I've no idea if this plans to be an all dry race, but if things, you know, are a pretty standard race, Raptor is looking like the one to really beat here. And further forward, Creation's got out of that second gap to Inesbe. He's got to close that if he wants DRS. Pascal Dan has used DRS to get past Smiggy. Oh, and they touched. One LP spins out. It means that the 2 Red Bulls are 5th and 6th. Titan picks up 3 seconds. I'll tell you what, JVG is all over the back of the second Alpine. Where's he going to look to make his mark and force Hurricane into a mistake? This is a great shot, by the way. Above the action. And it Aquaminerale. Any mistakes here? Nope. Doing alright. We'll stay on board with this as they come through the chicane. I'm going to jump on board actually, because Creation's got past Enesbe. So Enesbe will try and get him back. Raptor puts in another quick lap. Enesbe going to hope to get back his place, but Creation's on the quicker tyre. In fact, almost increasing the gap on him. So Enesbe losing out there. Hurricane, is he going to look for a move on his mates? Not there. King sitting patiently in 9th, letting all the battles go on ahead of him, not forcing a move, which is what you need to do. Yellow flag is Thalo. Oh no, he spun out on the exit. Turn 4. Down he goes into 15th. Jump further forward again. Hurricane's going to try and get up the exhaust pipe of his former F2 teammate. In doing that, we'll stay on board with these. Really liking the look of Armour actually, because he looks like he could make a move when they come round to the pit straight. Keep an eye on these 4 in close proximity to one another. Yellow flag. That's a 3. I'm not sure if that's an Alpha Tauri. Is Armour King making a move though into turn 1? Yes, he is. Nicely done from him. Armour carving through the field like it's Christmas and a turkey. Titan getting 5-second time penalty. So he was the one who made the mistake. The final few corners, chucked it in the pits and got a 5-second time penalty for good measure. Only trying to get back 8th place off the Mercedes driver. Tell you what, Hurricane's looking very interesting, but he's gone wide and Armour King's going to try and punish him. He's going to have the inside line at the chicane. Had to go wide. Think he makes that count. But the Williams is also looking interested. And that all came because of the mistake Hurricane made. And he was trying to chase his mate down, Basketball Dan. Tell you what, I've just seen some red lights already appear. You're not telling me that some ERS levels are already a bit down. Hurricane looks to move on the Mercedes driver, backs out of that one. Probably a good decision. At the back, let's have a look. Annihilator just behind Smiggy. Titan picks up 3 seconds. The penalties are being racked up. Titan was known for that. There's a yellow flag. Thalo again. Same corner, same issues. Not going to plan for the McLaren driver in comparison to last week. Tyres are redders and he's caused another yellow flag. I mean, Matthew has a playmate in a minute. There's JVG and Hurricane's off the track. JVG's through. Was there contact made there? As his teammate goes through, but as do 2 other cars. Hurricane rejoins the track in 13th. Incidents are racking up and no safety car to come to the aid of those at the back. King DRS on the Red Bull or Basketball Dan. Red Bull's looking quite good here, as are the Ferraris, obviously. But Red Bull's putting in a solid result in a minute, just over a quarter of the way through. Change the position changes now, back to the tyres. Chasing Basketball Dan. And considering, oh, and he's actually forced a mistake, putting the pressure on the Red Bull driver as Fallow is again struggling to keep the car on track. Alec as well, just behind JVG here. They come down to the final two corners of the track. So there's two battles to keep an eye on here now. King, maybe he's not close enough here. So I'm going to jump on board with a Haas. Some TV time to the Polish driver, Franek. In two different compounds. But that doesn't worry Franek as he heaves through. Smiggy into the pits of his softs. So this will be a pit stop to the end, quite possibly, for the Alpine driver. The first to really pull the trigger. Fallow and Matthew come past the pits. Ooh, little touch there. But they remain side by side, going into turn 5. Fallow takes it, and then just can't sort himself out on exit. So Matthew is through, just ahead of Tosa. Matthew now picking his way through the field. The other Mercedes driver though, the other end of the track. Again, only 7/10 off, so I don't know if he can make a move count here. He can make that kind of time up, but you probably need some ERS assistance and really go full committed into turn 1. So Armour King happy just to sit behind, as you were as well behind them. Alex F1, Kevin Annihilator. Alex F1 through. If he can keep it on track, yes he can. Annihilator going to keep the pressure on though. But back out of a move there. Good decision. So cars kind of spreading themselves out now. Look at the track map. They're all across the track. And only 2 cars within DRS. Sort of time frame of the cars in front of them. So obviously with Basketball Dan's penalty, Armour actually doesn't even need to pass him to jump him at the end. Obviously it's just stalling his progress and chasing down an Esbey. Tell you what, he's a lot closer here as well. Gonna have to go the long way round. Is he through? Oh, it's a nice... Oh, he's full. Yeah, I think that was clean enough. Armour King through up in the 6th. Later, not able to get his place back on. Alex F1, who got out of turn 4. In all sorts of bother there. There's no real gap being created there. And Hurricane is waiting in the wings as well. And there's a yellow flag. Oh, Fallow again. Oh, he's totally lost his front wing now. Oh, it's been an absolute nightmare of a race. Alex F1 picks up 3 seconds. He's going to have to drive two-thirds of the track with no front wing. It's been an absolute horror show from him this week. The winner of last week's race. It's not working for him tonight. Raptor in the meantime, though. 3.3 ahead of positive. The front 2 miles ahead of anyone. RV getting chased by Creations. And there's Bay Armour King finishing the top 6. Then comes Basketball Dan, and Franek is close to within half a second. Oh, and Basketball Dan goes wide. Franek sniffing a real chance here. Allo picks up 5 seconds and retires in the pits. Yes. One to forget. The McLaren team. I'm going to stay on board here. I might have to jump further back as well, because Kevin Annihilator is very close to the other Haas. Franek is Creations in the pits. So the second one pits. Second car pits off the strategy. Franek going the long way round. Is through on Basketball Dan. Franek now in the top 6. JVG in the pits too. Coming off those mediums. They'll be on hards to the end. Rejoins in 11th. JVG losing out to Matthew there. Rejoins in 13th. Come under pressure from Smiggy. There was no change incidentally between Alex F1 and Kevin Annihilator. Basketball Dan, can he hang on to the back of Franek? I'll jump onto this fight though. Apologies to the front runners, not really giving you any airtime. But it's been straightforward for them so far. The drama's been a little bit further back. Yellow flag. What's that? Hurricanes in all sorts of bother. Oh, it's spun out a few times. Maybe those medium tyres have just run its course. Pascal Dan, his mate, in the pits. Titan, 3-second time penalty as well. Really racking them up at the rear of the field. Alex F1 goes through. Annihilator also pits. Creations through. So now we're starting to see a shake up with the orders. The teams now coming in. Smiggy through on his teammate does pit. So, no one within a second of like car in front. I'm not happy with this. Apart from Kev. Go on then, Kev. What can you do? Fresh hards. Oh, but he's gone a little bit wide. Lost out. Almost what? Almost a second there to the Alpine. So yeah, there actually is not a driver within a second of the car in front. What are you doing to me, Tier 1? In fact, though, Raptor coming up to lap someone? Yeah, he's coming up to lap Hurricane, I think. He is. Raptor in a league of his own currently. And through goes the AlphaTauri. I don't really know know where to look at the minute. Ferrari's going to have to obviously pit probably separate laps. But then again, Harvey is 1.5 seconds behind from his teammates, so it might be alright. Raptor puts in a 1:17.9, fastest lap of the race. As I said, he put in some really good performance. I think he got on the podium. Definitely once, maybe a few times, back end of last season. So this should come as no real surprise. Two Haas's together. Well, I say together. 6th and 7th, but separated by 13.5 seconds. I think the interesting one is, what's Matthew going to do? Surely he can't make those mediums last. Waiting for that safety car, I imagine. Is that Frantic? Getting a little bit squirrely as JVG gets a 3-second time penalty. Positive also gets a penalty. Now, Positive doesn't usually rack up the pens, but that could be interesting. Particularly if there's a safety car. Okay, he's still the closest to another car, but on different laps. So, I need some drama to keep you guys entertained. Otherwise it will turn into one of those races. Positive jumps into the pits. We have some sort of thing happening. Hurricane picks up 3-second time penalty. Where's Positive going to jump out? Just looking. Frantic's going to go through. He's in the gap in behind the Haas driver, so that's not bad. It's worked out okay. I imagine Harvey will probably follow his teammate in the following lap. I mean, I don't know if Raptor will think about pitting because of that. The undercut will play some sort of part, but there was quite a bit of a healthy lead, so imagine Raptor being immediately concerned. But we'll see. Keep an eye on him. What's he going to do? No, he stays out. So, I'm thinking maybe the Ferraris have got a plan here. There's a yellow flag in the meantime in sector 1. Who's that? Titan. Titan is round. So it gets overtaken by Hurricane. Harvey is in. So both Ferraris pitting then. A few more pits. Sorry, pitting further back. Armington's jumped in. Matthews jumped in. Matthew did say would have to pit again, so he has done. Second safety car. First safety car hasn't happened. But his teammates doing bits for the team. Annihilator goes through on Matthew. Rejoining on 13. I still think he'll fancy his chances of making a few more positions up. Harvey onto the back of Creations within that second window. Now we might have some extra fighting. And Esbey, oh, who's that round? Titan. Yes, going very slow. And Esbey in, Frantic in. Positive goes through. Here we go. 2 controller players as well. This is an interesting facet to this battle. They go through into 3rd and 4th respectively. But nothing doing for Harvey just yet. Oh, yellow flag. I think Titan's struggling to get it back to the pits even. Harvey right on the back of the Red Bull. Nesbate trying to close gap on the Haas of Alex F1. Now, Alex F1, right, the other day was trying to make Kazards last all the way. He's doing it again. Raptor in the pits, race leader. 30-second lead on positive, so this shouldn't be a drama. What's he putting on? He's putting on mediums. So straightforward swap for him. Harvey, he's lost a little bit of time to creations. Yellow flag in front. Positive does put in the fastest lap, 1:17.8, just to pile the pressure on a little bit, but Raptor does indeed come out in front of him. 4 seconds the gap. And Harvey, is he too far back? He looks too far back there. So we're going to jump on to Alex M1 and an Esbate. Is it time to come off those hards? Alex, maybe he's going to put the softs on. Then Esbate is through into 5th. King, the next car to try and overtake the Haas driver. Ooh. Away with that. I think Armor's just lost a bit of time to the Alfa Romeo. Matthew puts in the fastest lap. Yellow flag, sector 1. Is that Titan round again? Yes, it is. Let's go Dan. Let's see what he can do. Franic. Oh, he gets a 3-second time penalty. So, oh, as we've just seen Vasquez go wide. He's gone wide there before. Battles really taking shape now. Different compounds like this, these two. Racing Harvey separate by 3.5 tenths. Coming down to the pit straight. DRS rear wing open on the Ferrari. Takes to the inside. Red Bull's got no answer for it. So we're back to a Ferrari 2-3. Armour King can't do anything with the Alfa Romeo. Mercedes and Matthew on the back of Annihilator's Aston Martin. Through he goes into 12th. Titan picks up 3 seconds again. On the brink of being disqualified, isn't he? So I am going to bring up those penalties. Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyways, less said about Titans the better. As Franic is let go by his teammate. If Alex F1 is just going to play rear gunner for now. Operations not within the second of Harvey, so he's lost out on DRS there. King has got DRS though. Closing. Basketball down through on Alex F1 who pits. So I'm intrigued. Is he going to put on some softs? Matthew chasing Smiggy. No move this time around. Alex F1, no mediums. Oh, come on, Alex. Throw the curveball. Alex F1 rejoins in 14th. Tell you what, it's a really smart drive from Armour King, though. Having not set a qualifying time and retiring out on his first venture out the pits. Oh, there's the yellow flag. It's Titan, I'm sure, again. Yeah, Armour King's made his way up to 6th. There's a real gaggle of cars, though. He's just joined the train. Here, between 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. This could get a little bit tasty in the final 8 laps or so. I think it's all about using your ERS wisely here. Try to get within that second. Don't use too much of your tyres too, because Matthew won't get past Smiggy. No, we'll have DRS assistance here. Or he won't. Oh, the game's glitched. We'll have to remain patient and go again next lap. Armour King has got within that second window of a Nesbate. Points for all finishers in HTR, but a real handful here on offer. Top 6. Well, top 2 looking a world of their own. And third 2, Kevin Ilo picks up a 3-second time penalty, but 4th, 5th and 6th could be where the drama is late on. And Nesbate snuck in to that second window too. Creation's in trouble with those older halves. Smiggy picks up time penalty. Yellow flag. I think that's Titan again. Alex F1 picks up a 3-second time penalty. And now we're going to see the Mercedes driver get past the Alpine OE. Side by side. The approach to turn 1. Mercedes driver looks like he's got it. As Matthew up in the 10th. Over forward though. Here we go. Oh, it's only separated by a few tenths. This will be the battle to keep an eye on in the final stages. Raptor's just been in a league of his own though. Positive. I think he'll be happy with second. I know he wants to win every race, but for his championship, that's worked out nicely for him. With some of the rivals just slipping down. And his teammate as well in third. Creations under pressure from the 2 cars behind. Any move here? No, not quite. Who's got the ERS though to hold on? Or, because the 3 of them haven't even got a penalty yet, who's going to make the mistake? A costly mistake. Titan spun round at Tosa, but he's not disrupted the battle here. Creations, old hards. Hasn't got much life left in them. Been in for 12 laps compared to the 6 and 7 laps mediums. As a Mercedes is round. Is that Matthew? No. Armour? Yeah, Armour made up a huge error there. And I said it, out of Aqua Minerale, it can happen. So that's one who's made a costly error. Now Franek is right on his rear tail. And knowing Franek, I think these two have had a bit of a history in past seasons. Franek will want this place. Yellow flags in Sector 3. I think the AlphaTauri about Titan is causing a bit of disruption. Franek, who thought he might not have a top 6 in him, suddenly really interested. Titan going slow. And Nesbate still piling the pressure on. Well, Harvey's not really pulling away either, but with that 3-second time penalty, he is losing out to both Creations and Nesbe. But Nesbe picks up a time penalty going wide at the all-important chicane in the third sector, which I said you can get a corner cutting warning on. So currently Creations is the real driver making profit out of this. Can even afford to let Nesbe go here. I think he will. Let Nesbe fight it out with Harvey. Meanwhile, Franek still trying to apply pressure to the Mercedes of Armour King. Not getting anywhere though this time around. 5 laps to go. Raptor has been absolutely superb. With the lack of incidents, he's not looked in trouble whatsoever. Apologies, I'm going to jump. Yep, that's back down to this battle though. As I say, I think Creations just going to be happy just holding on there. And he'll get his second podium in a week if it stays as it is. Need to keep on the back of him though, just to make sure that he is 3 seconds behind Harvey. We'll have the DRS assistance. So that closes him to within about 2.7 of Harvey. It's going to be close at the end. And Nesbe can't really make any impression on the Ferrari. Franek half a second back. An overtake as Matthew gets past JVG. And pit straight. Matthew up into 9th on the 2-stopper. Had to make that early stop though, didn't he? He had that early incident. Titan picks up another penalty. Matthew recovering well. Nesbe. Just a little bit of time to Creations here. But he's not... Oh, just looking at the timings there on the left-hand side. Creations is going to be more than 3 seconds back from Harvey. As it stands. Oh, it really is going to be close at the end. And I can't get past his old adversary. The Welsh wizard that is Armour King. Oh, the back can annihilate it just outside the second window. The Alpina Smiggy. All's fallen apart for the Alpines. They're only 11th and 13th now. It looked quite good for them. Incidents to both cars. Really. Just undoing. They're undoing, really. Nesbe, he's 2.7 back alone from Harvey, so Creations well out of the 3 seconds here. In the penultimate lap. I say penultimate lap. Raptors started the penultimate lap. They've still got 2 laps to go. So it looks like Harvey, well, is Harvey going to keep 3rd place? Nesbe doing all he can. Franek can't get past Armour King. And Franek's got a 3-second time penalty, so it wouldn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Can annihilate it. Can he make a move on Smiggy in front of him? Smiggy's dipped into the pits. We're going to go for fastest lap, I wonder. The front three looking imperious, particularly the leader. Halfway through his final lap. Let's get on board with him and watch him sail through. Yellow flag in sector 2. Who's that? Who's round? Master Martin. Oh, it's Kev. He's had an issue. But Raptor, no one has been able to touch him here as he comes down to the final few corners. Yellow flag, Haas is round. I think that's Alex F1. But Raptor's going to take home the victory here. 10 seconds clear of his closest rival. The reserve takes the victory. Positive will be second, and I think he'll be delighted with that as well. Good points for him and for the Ferrari team in general, because it looks like it will be Harvey who will take it, take the final spot on the podium, despite Creations' best efforts to apply pressure late on. Let's have a look at those two. Creations going to jump into fourth, and Nesbe fifth. Armour King will be sixth. Franek seventh. Basketball down, under pressure from Matthew. Matthew's going to take it though, because of the penalty. So it'll be Matthew 8th, Basketball down 9th. JVG, he's going to take 10th. Kevin Annihilator will be 11th. Smiggy and Hurricane, the two Alpines, 12th and 13th. And then Alex F1 binning it at the end. So that race wasn't the most eventful. But I tried to bring you as much action as possible. Probably drama came in the form of penalties. But it's the AlphaTauri who takes victory. Two Ferrari drivers either side of him. Ferrari really taking control of the Tier 1 Championship, I think, in the Constructors. Let's run you through how it's ended up on the standings. So, yeah, Raptor, pole position and winner. Positive second, Harvey third. Creations coming fourth. It's a Nesbe who's fifth there because of penalties. Armour King, what a race from him, up from 16th to 6th. Good from the Mercedes driver. Franek 7th. Matthew recovered to 8th. Basketball down 9th. JVG rounding off the top 10. Kevin Annihilator, Smiggy, Hurricane, Alex F1, Titan, and then the only DNF, Farlow, after a bit of a nightmare. But that's that for Tier 1. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast despite the lack of action, the poor commentary, but yeah, I tried to do my best. But thank you for joining me. Join us again next week. Can't even remember where we're racing. First, join us for Tier 2 tomorrow, 7 o'clock, same time, for more fun and frolics. I've been Desert10. Thank you for tonight, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you, and bye.